Hey guys, this is Gary, at least Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right. We got a great subject for ourselves today. It's kind of entertaining. It's kind of informational. So here we go. Selling. If you don't try, you can't succeed. What's that? He said, selling. If you don't try, you can't succeed. Listen, I've been in sales in one form or capacity since the 80s. I mean, I've had customer service. I've sold over the phone, business to business, door to door. And I'm going to tell you what. If you don't try, you can't succeed. I'm just telling you. Listen, a lot of times, sometimes we get a sales job and we fail at it. I've done that quite a few times. I've tried some products that I thought I'd be real good at selling, and it just didn't work. And I only have a limited amount of time to be able to sell something to see if I'm real good at it. And the reason why I say that is because I work on straight commission. I don't live at mama's house. I don't live with nobody. I take care of my own. And if you're the kind of person that has an opportunity to start out in a new business, you got to give it a try. Come on, don't be afraid. Now, there's a lot of people that are afraid of this thing called commission. That means you got to work, you got to sell something before they give you some dollars, honey. And I mean, if that's the case, you really need to remember that, hey, I need to get serious about what I'm doing. And if you want to be successful in selling or anything, you got to try. Now, some people say try means it gives you an opportunity to fail, but hey, a lot of people have failed. I mean, goodness gracious, the guy that invented the daggone light bulb, it took over 1,000 times of failures to be able to succeed to get that little dude running up. Now we got power and electricity and we got beautiful lights everywhere. So don't put yourself down. That's one thing I don't like about some people. They quit, they give up in the career of selling before the miracle. I mean, it's a miracle if you can sell something, because most people, they can't. They don't know how to go with and ask for the order. And a lot of people, they're afraid to sell stuff because they don't want to have to make commission. They want just a little bit of money. They want that every week money. And I'm going to tell you what, I've been in sales since the 80s in one form or capacity. I'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the crazy stuff about selling. If you don't try, you can't succeed, my friends. You can't succeed. And even if you fail, that doesn't mean you failed. What that means is you're closer now to a better opportunity for you to make money. You're important and we matter. We make the world go around. We sell everything. Heck, the United States, without people like me and you, we wouldn't have economy. We wouldn't have no world. So I just want to thank you for being awesome, because you're trying. If you're trying, sometimes, hey, you may fail, but that's okay. That means you're trying. You're doing what you need to do. You're doing the things that most people, they'll put you down for. A lot of people say, I can't sell that. I could never do that. I just had a guy tell me that the other day. I don't know how you do it. I really couldn't live on that. I told myself, because it's my passion. I love selling. I love the good, the bad. I love all of it. And I've seen it. And I've seen it when I ain't made no money. And I've seen it where I made a whole lot of money. And I got a lot of licenses. And I'm trying to get another one right now. And once I get that, I'll have even more people to have opportunities to sell. But if I don't try, I won't succeed. If you don't try, how you going to get you that nice new car? How you going to get that new home? How you going to get that education? How you going to get that child of yours to do better if you don't try? If you don't try to be the best that you can be, don't be mediocre. God, there's so many people that are mediocre, and I ain't saying you are. I'm saying you're awesome and you matter. You're a great salesperson, a great customer service. You may be a great mom. You might be a great dad. But the reason why you're so great is because you didn't give up. That means you tried. You kept going where it was hard. Life ain't easy, and I'm glad it's not easy, because if every day was a good day and everything was perfect, and then you finally had a bad day, oh no, I don't think I could deal with it. I don't know about you, but I kind of like ebb and flow, ups and downs. You know, I like to have everything great, but in reality, we live in the real world, and selling is a great opportunity. So listen, if you're getting into sales, try it. What's the worst thing you could do? Fail? And then what's the other worst thing you do? Have to get another job? Well, right now the economy's pretty damn good. So if this particular sales job doesn't work out for you, don't give up on the career of selling. Because if you feel in your heart that you have an opportunity and you can talk to people and you want to communicate to people and you're able to give good stories and you're able to give presentations and you feel good about yourself, don't let nobody steal your magic. Because some people will just steal your dreams and hurt you and say, oh, you shouldn't do that. Them people work on commission. commission. No, you can't do that. People will do that. So don't listen to the naysayers. You do what feels good in your heart. Now, you got to follow your gut. Now, if you're following your gut and you're probably thinking, well, this particular product may not be for me, sell something else. But sometimes you got to try something to be able to find out if it's something that you can do. But if you don't try, how are you going to succeed? Man, I've seen some really great salespeople go back into a regular job, and they're stuck. And I can see them. I see them on occasion. They look miserable. They don't get no bonuses. They don't get no extra money. They're living within their means. They're not able to have a bigger house, a nicer car. Now, they might get lucky if they stay there long enough, they'll get a bigger check because they move up. But that don't happen real quick. And the one thing about sales is if you're a producer, you make a lot of money. If you're a producer, people are watching us. And those people are the ones that make us managers and management. So if you don't try, you're going to fail, and you're not going to be happy with yourself. Don't kick yourself 10 years from now going, dang, I really wish I would have tried that. I know it sounds funny, but it really isn't, guys. You know, we are important, and we matter. Salespeople, like I said, we make the world go around. And if we put our minds and our hearts into something, we can be successful at it. But if you don't believe that, I'm sorry. But most of the people that are going to watch this video, they're going to be the kind of people that want to be successful. They're the kind of people that want to be number one, if at least in the top 10%. And if you are struggling in sales, sometimes you got to go back to the basics, the fundamentals, and retry. Sometimes you got to leave the job that you're at and go try and sell another product. I've done it. I've had to, because when I failed at the jobs, I felt like a dime's worth of doo-doo. And I'm going to tell you what, I thought, damn, I don't think I can sell. But you know what? For some reason, I tried other jobs, and I was like, damn, I was miserable. I'm like, damn, look at this little bit of paycheck. I'm used to making a lot more money, honey. So I had that call in the call. Gary, did you want to go back to work? The telephone would call me. Hey, Gary, you want to go sell something? Oh, yeah, I do. So let me try, okay? And the key to success is once you try, and they call it getting your feet wet. If you get your feet wet, that means you go out there and you start selling your product. Now, listen, you don't got to know every single thing about your product, but it makes a lot of sense that you learn the basics and the fundamentals so that way you can have a good conversation with your customers. And remember, if you don't try learning, if you don't try studying, if you don't try wanting to know how to close sales, how to ask questions, how to learn about products, and go out besides what's at your company and learn about how to sell and get this little toolbox. I carry a little toolbox. What that little toolbox is full of information from all the things that I listen to, the things that I learn, the things that I use, so that I'm able to sell something. Look, when you got that toolbox full of stuff, that's called ammunition. That's information you can use to close a sale. Did you want to go ahead and get that? It's that simple, baby. And sometimes that's how simple it is. But see, real simplicity is this. We can overcomplicate things. I'm a salesperson. And remember, you can talk yourself out of a sale real easy. And by doing that, that means you've already had them talk about the service and you're about ready to write it up, and you keep going on and on and on. But once you write that thing up, sign it, go ahead and get out of there. But be extra nice. Take pictures with them. I do this. I take little face pictures with them. And so that way I give them their telephone number, so if they call me, if they got problems, or if they have people they want me to help, they know who I am. And it's important. You got to try new things. You got to try things. You know, like those people say, I don't like broccoli. How do you know unless you try it? And if you don't like it, cool, then you at least try it to find out. Selling is a great future. It's a great opportunity. And I'm going to tell you what, it is fun. I love it. You know what? You can make a lot of money selling, but if you don't try, you're not going to make no money. You're going to make just a basic old paycheck. And I know you're better than that, and I know you got goals, and if you're trying to become successful, selling is the biggest and the best way to make money. There is hardly any other job out there where you can make a tremendous amount of money. At least you can make your own money. Hey, go out there and sell something. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a very simple conversation about selling. If you don't try, you can't succeed. Common sense, folks, common sense. So go out there and try something. If it's new for you, try it. Now, don't do stupid stuff. Don't try things that'll hurt people, and don't hurt nobody. But try those things that you know that can help you to be successful. And please don't be taken advantage of, because there's a lot of people out there that want your money and trying to take advantage of you, especially if you're a salesperson. Don't be gullible. Just remember, be smart, use your gut, be wise, and you got to remember, our total thing today is selling. If you don't try, you can't succeed. So my name is Gary, Stanley, your sales guy. We just had a really good subject talking about something that I really believe in, is trying. If you don't try, you don't know if you're going to succeed. And if you fail, don't worry about it. Keep trying. Keep on trying. And like your little kids, you tell them, don't tell them to quit. Keep trying. So be like a child. Go out there and sell something and keep trying. I got you back. And have a nice day. All right.